Hi guys, this is Priyanka this side. I hope everyone is doing well, and today I'll be sharing my cabin crew interview experience with y'all, and I'll be explaining all the 5 rounds that I've cleared for the interview. So without any delay, let's get into the video with a short intro. Hey there. So I'll be explaining you guys all the 5 rounds that I've cleared for the interview, and I'll be sharing each and every detail with you guys, so stay tuned and keep watching. So I'll share my journey from the beginning. We had to reach there in the venue by 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. I was there by 9:30 a.m. and my serial number was already 116, which means I was quite late there, and there were more than 200 candidates present in the room, and my number was 116, so I had to wait quite long for my turn to come. First round is the introduction round, where they'll ask you to introduce yourself actually. So like in the interview, in this whole interview, you have to just keep in mind you should know about yourself, okay? Because that's the only thing they are asking you, like, to prepare and come about yourself. They'll ask you about your hobbies, about your family, and about your work, and whatever you have written on your CV regarding that. Like, they'll ask you everything that is related to yourself. There's no outer knowledge, alright? So it's just you and the HR. So you have to keep in mind that you have to know enough about yourself, and you have to be confident while speaking to them. They'll notice your body language, they'll notice your communication power, they'll notice your English, your command over English, and everything. So you need to keep all these things in your mind and then appear for the interview. So finally my turn came and I was there, and they like in the introduction round they call 10 people, 10 of them together, and like they interview each of them. So we were there, and they asked us about our hobbies. Like my friends, my colleagues, they said some were interested in art and crafts, some were interested in paintings, cooking, and everything. So I said I am interested in riding motorcycles, and I like riding bicycles, and I love exploring new places. I like traveling so much. And suddenly, I don't know, out of nowhere, she interrupted in the middle and she asked me, "Are you Nepali?" Out of nowhere. I was so confused in the middle, and I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not Nepali. I'm Bengali." And so she said, "No, you have mentioned that you can speak Nepali." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I can speak Nepali because I've studied my high school in Darjeeling for 10 years, and I have learned it quite well, and I can speak very fluently." Also, she mentioned that, "How do you know Spanish?" Because I had also mentioned Spanish. So in the lockdown, I utilized my time, which actually, like, it's helping me now. I learned Spanish, and I'm not like very fluent in it, but I've studied Spanish literature, Spanish language, and it was quite interesting. Also, it was tough. So anyway, that helped me out. So she like took out 3 CVs from our group, and the rest of them she kept it aside, and she said, "Priyanka," and there were more 2 girls. You 3 of them stay back, and rest of them you can leave. So when they say rest of them you can leave, it means like, "I'm sorry, but you guys are not selected. You may leave." That's what they mean. You need to understand that. So like just 3 of them got selected, and also like from 3 of them, one of them had to get selected because she was already working in another airline. So she was eventually gonna get selected. So I'm just counting 2 of them. So me, and there was another girl who got selected. So after that, she asked us to wait outside for our BMI round. We went outside and we waited for our BMI round, and the lady who was in charge for the BMI section, she they came outside and called us and handed us with a paper, and she asked us to fill it. So we filled it, and then later on we went inside, and she checked my god, she checked my weight, she checked my height, she checked my eyesight, left, right, both, and like we had to read out small to like large letters over there. It was like quite far, and it was little, you know. So after that, there was a book that we had to read it out, like the numbers. It's about the color blindness, whether we have whether we are color blinded or not. So we had to read that, and like after that she checked all our arms, and like every and the light that was there, that was so, like so bright, even the smallest of scar was so visible. So they checked all our arms and like our like neck and all, and backside in the neckline, okay, our face. She checked everything, whether we have a scar, a tattoo, or a mark, or anything that is not acceptable. So anyhow I managed to pass, because I do have a scratch from my cat, and it is so visible, it's not concealable at all. So she mentioned it in my paper that I have a scratch on my right hand. So after that we went outside, and after that we had to go for the communication round. So there were 40 people selected in the communication round. After communication round, when we went inside in the communication round, um there was a man, like he was in a video call. It was a virtual round, kind of, you can say. So he asked us about online shopping and offline shopping. We had to talk about online shopping or offline shopping. All right. So I chose online shopping, because like nowadays people, they hardly go to stores and like choose and like buy. And also it's so convenient just sleeping on your couch and just like ordering things. That's really cool. Also it saves your time, because in online you get so much of stock, and like in the store there's not, stocks are there but not varieties. So you can order it from online, I feel. And also many employees are getting to work in the customer service of online stores. That's very good, because India is out of jobs right now. I'm so sorry, my earbuds keep falling. So yeah, that is it, I said that. So after that they asked us to wait outside, and you won't believe, from the 40 people only 6 people got selected. I was one of them though. So after that yeah, so after that we waited, and we were like happy, sad. We were also so hungry, we didn't eat anything, and it was already 3 p.m. and we didn't eat anything since the morning. We were really hungry. So um, after that we had to go upstairs, and we had our second last round, that is the vice president round. We had to talk to the vice president of IndiGo Airlines. So we had to go there personally, and he would ask you a question and you have to answer them. That's it. So we waited, and it was my turn, and finally I went inside, and you won't believe, I had to like sit there for half an hour. He wasn't doing anything, he was just doing his own work. I was sitting there idly, and I didn't know what to do. I just kept like my hands straight, my back straight, and I just kept I didn't move, I didn't even look this or that side. I just kept looking at his face. So after 15 to 20 minutes, he asked me to stand and show me the mark that I have. I just showed him the mark, and after that he asked me, what do I do? I do nothing. Like what do I do? Like he asked me, what are you doing? I just said, I'm studying. That's it. So he said, okay, you can leave. I was shocked, because he just asked that much and he asked me to leave. So that was quite shocking. So I came outside, and everyone was done with the interviews, the last interview. And after that they and after that we were asked to wait, and they'll let us know who will get selected, like who got selected and who will have to leave. So we were tensed, because even from this few, just 6 of them, some of them have to go home. So eventually they called us inside, and there was a girl. The HR asked her to leave because she wasn't selected, because her English was maybe a little bit poor. So that's why she had to leave. And after that, she made me and my senior, who was already working in another airline, her and another girl stand in one side, and the 2 other girls were standing in the other side, on the other side. So there, only 5 people were left. And she asked us that you guys are selected, congratulations. And I was like, oh my goodness, I wasn't believing actually. So I didn't react, I was so silent, and I just kept quiet, because I didn't expect it to happen. So after that, she asked us to like sign the agreements, and she made us understand about the DD. I'll talk about that later. So she made us sign everything, and our addresses and all the, you know, requirement stuffs and all whatever they needed. They made us do that. And the other two girls that were standing on the other side, they had to complete the PhD training. Okay, that is pre-hiring training, which means they'll have to attend a class every day for a month, where they have to like they'll teach them how to communicate basic things. They'll teach them about the conversation. Maybe it was little poor, and after that they'll have the medicals. And to us they said that our medicals will be happening after 3 to 4 days of our interview. So I gave my interview on the 24th, and my medicals were on 28th. All right. So they said us that IndiGo will send you a mail or message in WhatsApp. So we waited for that, and they sent us the link and the address of the diagnosed where IndiGo is, to the recommended clinic. So we went there, we had our medicals, we had to do, and medical, this is the last round of your interview. Okay, if you are done with your medicals, you are going to iFly. So in the medicals, they'll check your urine, they'll do USG, they'll do ECG, they'll take your blood test and blood. They'll take a lot and lots of blood. 3 tubes of blood they'll take, and yeah, they'll take blood and ECG, USG, X-ray, your eyesight, and your hearing power, how much you can listen, because they believe that if you hear less, you're slightly tilted like this. Okay, so your body posture goes wrong. So that's why they don't they don't leave a scratch behind. They check each and everything. Okay, so yeah, after that we completed our medicals, and then we went home. And finally, after 2 to 3 days, I received a mail that fit for joining the training, fit to join the training. And also there was a recommendation from the doctor that I have to recheck my blood again, because they said I have my white blood cells are little lesser, so I have to get them. Okay, but I'm selected. So I was quite happy, and they also said that the HR also said that I'll be getting my dates to join the training in iFly very soon. So yeah, this is it. And I just want to say that whoever you guys are, and I just want to say, if you guys are preparing to give interview, go ahead. If not once, if not twice, if not thrice, keep on giving the interview. Do not leave hope, because this is, if you want it, you have to get it. Alright, if you don't work for it, you won't get it. So that is the thing. So if you like this video, give it a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.